Hey everybody, what's up? It's Meepa2 and welcome back to another Pokemon Build-A-Bear review. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually have a pretty decent history of going through and making a bunch of Build-A-Bear reviews, new ones, old ones, just whenever I can actually get my hands on them. You could probably see a few numerous Build-A-Bears just behind me where you can actually see, say, like Sobble, Dragonite, all these guys we have reviewed before. However, recently I did get a brand new one that I never got a chance to really review yet, just mainly because it has been Unova month, and in November, in the very beginning, I got them, so I decided to just kind of hold off, and that is the Fire-type Vulpix Build-A-Bear. Now, first off, I want to say this is such a cute little plushie. I also have the clothing on it, so I think we're actually going to take off the clothing first. Then we'll show off the plushie, and then we'll show off a little bit more of it just together. So the clothing looks to be just orange Pokeball, just kind of on it. It kind of looks like a pajama set, so if you take it off, you're able to have Vulpix, just regular. But it's not too bad of a set. I'm pretty sure this probably would have got you for like, what, $10 to $15. I usually don't spend the money on those kind of stuff for my Build-A-Bears. I prefer just having my Build-A-Bears without any clothes. It's pretty cheap and saves you money. I say it's cheap. Most of these Build-A-Bears really range from about, what, $30 to $40, so not exactly cheap in the slightest, but I do think for what we got right here, very simple. This is one of the older Build-A-Bear plushies, so it is a pretty decent little thing to have on there. Most of the early ones just had simple kind of clothing to add on to it, and then you start getting some more modern stuff, such as like bucket shirts or button-up shirts, hats, just kind of stuff like that for your different ones. However, we did start off very simple. You can kind of tell just how older this kind of plushie is, the Vulpix Build-A-Bear, compared to say a Growlithe or a Sobble or anything. It has that weird little difference that you would see in some of the older Build-A-Bears for Pokemon. They still had to figure out their own little groove, so some of the colorations are kind of weird. The eyes aren't usually how they kind of look with the other Build-A-Bears, such as Sobble. It doesn't really look the same. The colorations are a little bit more, I don't want to say dingy, they're a little bit more faded, it kind of looks like, but I do think for Vulpix it kind of works out. I know Vulpix has that weird little form where you can't really tell if it is a brown or an orange kind of color, but in this you could very well see it is more of a orange. And then it also has the brown little feet, and of course the matching brown little tag right there, which I really like. Some of these plushies, you know, will never really have the tags matching the actual color of the Pokemon, so the fact that they did that for Vulpix makes me very happy to see. And then yes, of course, we do have it with all the closeout. This little part of the tailed fox is not really the best in my opinion. I mean, it's okay. However, it's just kind of eh. I mean, it's cute for what it is, but it's very simple. I feel like if they made a more 3D one that just kind of stuffed out and had stuffing on it already, it'd be a little bit better, like if we had it like that. But it kind of just flaps down, or unless you want to try to do it like that, and then it just kind of stays like that. So for this little part, probably like a 3 or a 4 out of 10, I'd rate it, but not too bad. It's definitely not the worst one that Build-A-Bear probably has made, especially since, you know, there's not really any felt on here, the nasty little felt finger toes or nails. I feel like that is a pretty plus part. So they could have easily made this felt, but they didn't. They actually made it regular fabric, which I mean, I'm happy about. I just wish it was more 3D. And then getting to the face, I do like the coloration of the brown in the eyes. I actually got this guy, I believe, from eBay? No. It was from Facebook. It's been a little while since I got him, so I kind of forgot where I got. Also, I look really, really white right here. But yes, I did get him from Facebook. I'm in the group chat that kind of sells Pokemon plushies from all over the world, and somebody was just selling this little guy along with some other Build-A-Bears, so I actually got to buy this little guy for $12, and then I traded them on another little one that I had found at a Goodwill bin, so that was a pretty nice little deal. Also, I just realized doing that, this kind of part flips up, which is kind of weird, so you could have a fully fledged head like that, Vulpix. Very, very cute. This little part actually has a nice little piece of stuffing. I don't know if this was pre-stuffed before or after. I would really like to get some of these Build-A-Bears actually restuffed. However, sadly, Build-A-Bear does not stuff Pokemon Build-A-Bears unless you're in the store for the first time. So that's very disappointing. Also, it's very dumb, the fact that they do that. That's really, really annoying. But yes, I do think that this little guy is super, super cute. They didn't put a mouth on it, which is kind of weird to me, but also there's so many arts depicting Vulpix without a mouth. But usually I'm just used to like the little dot right there, so I don't know exactly why they decided not to add that. But besides that, I do think this is a pretty decent plushie. This little part is different material, a more rougher material for your hands compared to the softer part that we would actually have right here. The coloration on the back and the stomach is very, very nice. I just all in all think that this is a really nice Vulpix plush. I'm gonna be honest, after putting back on the clothing, I do think that Vulpix looks a lot better without it. I just usually don't like my Pokemon really with any clothes, unless it's of course Rockruff rocking the Snoopy gear. However, it's okay, it's whatever, it'll do. I'm gonna keep it on for now, but maybe in the future I'll switch it out. But I do think that it's a pretty good plush. Where I would rank it would probably be, and it's a nice little in-between plush. There's a whole bunch of other good ones that I think is probably a little bit higher in quality than this little guy, but I don't think it's a bad plushie at all. I think it's a pretty decent one, and I'm happy to have it in my actual collection. I actually have a bunch of Build-A-Bear videos that we're going to be coming out with this whole month of December, so please be wary with that. I'm super excited to show those guys off. But this little guy was a nice little one to show off. Just a quick little weekday video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you guys either have the Vulpix or plan on getting Vulpix. That'd be very awesome to take. And then, of course, please answer the question of the day. Do you prefer Alolan or Kantonian Vulpix? But that's going to be it for me, guys. Just a quick little video showing off my new Vulpix plushie. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.